Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to do the last part of this no money spent best players in the first quarter of the game, and today we're going to go over the outfield. What everybody loves. This is where all the power hitters that are at, all the speedsters are at, the guys with the huge cannons of an arm that probably were pitchers when they were younger. So, I really have enjoyed making this no money spent squad, and I really hope it's helping you guys out. Hit that subscribe button so you can show support for the channel. That way we can continue to grow. I can keep bringing you these top lists, and hopefully you guys are just really enjoying the content. I'm happy doing it. I hope you guys are happy watching it. So we're at the outfielders here for the no money spent. Let's get into the list and see what we got going on. Honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is a San Francisco Giant future stars that you find in the team affinity, Heliot Ramos. He is a right fielder, plays left field and center field as secondary positions. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting, 93 overall. As you can see, his hitting's diamond and his defense is diamond. This card overall is very well balanced looking at his attributes with 91 contact versus righty, 84 contact versus lefty, 81 power versus righty, with 89 power versus lefty and 70 vision. The vision isn't the highest, but he is well balanced in his hitting attributes, so I don't think the 70 vision will be that big of a deal. He has 91 discipline and a very high 96 clutch. Looking at his fielding, this card's pretty good for a right fielder. 81 fielding, 89 arm strength, 87 arm accuracy, 78 reaction with 81 speed. So in the corner, you got a bit of speed for a corner outfielder, as well as he has a pretty big arm at 89 arm strength. Let's take a quick look at his quirks. His quirks are hitting machine, bomber, walker, sniper, pressure cooker, and unbreakable. He doesn't have the cannon in the right field, which I guess is a little bit of a letdown, but he does have hitting machine, bomber, and walker, what I think are the biggest three quirks for cards. Guys, Heliot Ramos is a honorable mention because he's just a very well-balanced card in the outfield. I like his swing. It's pretty glitchy, and that's where he's falling out on this list as an honorable mention for no money spent. The second honorable mention on this list is Cargo, or Carlos Gonzalez, Colorado Rockies 2010 breakout card. He's part of the evolution packs that you can get, as well as we've already talked about the Dennis Eckersley before and the Von Rodriguez. He's part of those evolutions. He's a left-handed batter, left-handed throwing. His primary is center field. His secondary is a left field and right field, so he can play all over the outfield like most of these outfielders. Actually, I think all of these outfielders can on this list. He has diamond hitting, diamond defense. Looking at his attributes, they're very good, especially against lefties. He's 101 contact versus righty, 94 contact versus lefty, with 74 power versus righty and 81 power versus lefty. So he's actually not a bad hitter lefty on lefty, and he has a very, very glitchy swing. It's the same swing as his live series card, which I think nowadays is only like a bronze. He's a much older player now. You're talking about 10 years ago that it was his breakout card. So he's about 34, 35 now. And he just had some injuries throughout his career, so the wheels fell off. His arm's not as good. But in this breakout card, it's pretty dang good. He also has 63 vision, 50 discipline, with 89 clutch. So he does lack a little bit in the discipline and vision, so he's not going to be able to check swing that well. But hey, you just have to be a little bit patient with this card. And if you connect with it and you get some good contact, his swing lifts the ball very well, and you're going to get some big hits with him. Looking at his fielding, he has 82 fielding with 93 arm strength, 75 arm accuracy, and 77 reaction. He also has 73 speed with 64 steals, 73 base runner aggressiveness. So he's not going to be too much of a burner, but he actually does have a good bit of range. And he has a really good arm and good fielding for a center fielder. I personally like him in the corners more just because of that 73 speed compared to center field. I think you want to have a speedster in center field. But he's sufficient in all three outfield spots defensively. Definitely a good hitter. He might be a guy that even if you don't have him in your starting lineup, because you might go with some of these other outfielders we're going to mention on the list, he could definitely still be a good bench bat, especially versus righty or lefties that you have late in the game. That's a for free card. Look at his quirks. His quirks are hitting machine, cannon, and pressure cooker. Doesn't have the best quirks, but hey, it's a free card, and he has a really good swing, so I think you can get a lot done with this card if I'm being honest. Now that the honorable mentions are out of the way, let's get into the top 5. Coming in at number 5. At the 5th spot, we have the third inning boss, Shane Victorino. He's a center fielder, 94 overall. This is his 2009 Gold Glove card when he was a center fielder for the Philadelphia Phillies. He's a switch hitter, throws right-handed. He has a secondary as a left field and right field. This card is very, very good for a base hitter and very, very good defensively. It could actually probably fall higher on the list, maybe However, there's a large investment to get Shane Victorino, as you cannot pick the Chipper Jones that we've talked about previously or the Brian Roberts. So it's one of those things where you can only pick 3. So that kind of affects his position on the list a little bit. He's not too expensive right now on the market. I think he's about $40K, maybe $35K. He might be a little bit more than that. His price will definitely drop once the 4th inning program's in for about a week as well, because their price went up a little bit, not only because of the event that's going on right now, as well as the fact that people are trying to get the voucher for the 4th inning that's about to come out. So we're going to look at his attributes here. He has 91 contact versus righty, 106 contact versus lefty, with 56 power versus righty and 50 power versus lefty, and 103 vision. So he's going to have a huge PCI, he has very good contact, and he's going to hit you a lot of base hits with that lower power. 76 discipline, 92 clutch. He has good bunting attributes. I don't normally go over them, or the durability, because they don't really matter for online play. And if you are a bunter, he can definitely bunt if you need it. Looking at his fielding, he has 91 fielding, 94 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy with 94 reaction, and 86 speed. Decent stealing at 75 and 74 base running aggressiveness. So the card really shines in contact and his defense. It's a very, very good card. Like I said, he might be a little bit higher on the list if it wasn't for the fact that he isn't like absolutely free. You kind of have to give up 2 other cards. And I really just think, as I've done the pack review of the 3 bosses, they can all be picked depending on what you need, but I really truly think that Chipper Jones is the best of the 3. So if you got to miss out on Chipper Jones to get this card, when I just think there's other outfield options that could be better, especially 2 of them that are definitely better than this Shane Victorino, that it puts him at 5 on the spot, because you got to give up something to get him, so it's going to drop him a little bit lower. Looking at his quirks, it's hitting machine, 20/20 vision, soft hands, quick reflexes, cannon, sniper, speedster, thief, and pressure cooker, as well as unbreakable and bunt master. There's so many quirks on the page, I thought we were done at 9, but I guess he has 11. So he has a crap ton of quirks, which is impressive. He has the hitting machine and 20/20 vision, so he's going to be a little bit of a hard striker. He's going to foul some stuff off. He's going to get you those base hits. Defensively, he has all of the defensive quirks that you need for an outstanding outfielder. Personally, until you prestige him, I'd probably put him on the corner at right field. But hey, you can put him in center field as well. This card's very good. And he has a very glitchy swing. I played with the Boston Red Sox card that he has. I think it's from the Boston collection. I'm not sure, but I think it's a breakout card. Either way, he has a very, very good swing. I actually really like this card. And you could argue that he could be higher on the list. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. How about you leave a comment below, and we'll figure out as a team whether you think he should be higher on the list or not. Coming in at number 4. At the 4th spot, we have the future stars of the Los Angeles Angels, Brandon Marsh, center fielder. He's left-handed batting, right-handed throwing, 94 overall. Secondaries are left field and right field. Looking at this card, he is 6'4", so he's a big body, which means whenever he tries to flag down balls, he does have a little bit extra reach, which actually does help, as goofy as that sounds, and maybe you guys can disagree with me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Guys like Jason Hayward, Brandon Marsh, the taller outfielders do seem to make plays, especially on the run, a little bit easier. That's just my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit off there, but from what I've noticed, it helps if a guy's a little bit taller and lanky. He does have diamond hitting, diamond defense. Looking at his attributes, he has 94 contact versus righty, 90 contact versus lefty, 84 power versus righty, 78 power versus lefty with 69 vision, 95 discipline, and 92 clutch. His fielding's also pretty good at 82 fielding, 90 arm strength, 86 arm accuracy with 83 reaction, and 85 speed. Shane Victorino is definitely better defensively. However, this card does do very well defensively, as you can see. He does have the diamond fielding in the corner there. 82 fielding. I mean, it's just more than enough. He has a great arm. He's more than enough fast. He has a good reaction. So, yeah, Shane Victorino might be a little bit better card than this Brandon Marsh, but Brandon Marsh is 100% free by just playing the game. Shane Victorino has a cost, even though he is no money spent technically by just doing the program. You still have to pick him over 2 other cards, so that's why Marsh comes in at 4. Looking at his quirks, he's hitting machine, bomber, walker, cannon, sniper, speedster, thief, pressure cooker, unbreakable. And the hitting machine and bomber with the walker, they're just better hitting quirks than Shane Victorino has, which is super nice. And then he has the cannon and sniper like Victorino had. So it's just one of those things where I prefer Brandon Marsh over Victorino in this spot because he's 100% free. He has good attributes. He has a little bit more pop. I mean, he's just not a switch hitter. But hey, this Marsh gets the job done in center field if you need a no money spent center fielder. Coming in at number 3. At number 3, we have the future star that plays for the San Diego Padres, left fielder Taylor Trammell. He is 94 overall, left-handed throwing, left-handed batting, can also play center field and right field. I really recommend only playing him in left field. You could play him in center field if needed, just as you'll see at the attributes, he only has 68 arm strength, so I prefer to keep him in left field if I had a personal opinion. Also, he has diamond hitting, diamond defense. Looking at his attributes for hitting, he has 103 contact versus righty and 95 contact versus lefty with 82 power versus righty and 69 power versus lefty with 71 vision, 106 discipline, and 98 clutch. This card does not have the most power on paper, but he absolutely mashes, especially against right-handed pitching, and he has a very easy swing to hit with. His swing is super glitchy for me. I've hit a ton of home runs with him when I just don't expect to have that much power from the card. Also, when you're looking at this card, he's an absolute speedster in the field. 94 speed, 94 stealing, 93 base run aggressiveness. To go along with his 92 fielding, 68 arm strength, 76 arm accuracy, and 84 reaction. This dude is essentially the Ed Reed of the outfield is what I like to call him. I don't know if you guys are NFL fans or not. I'm personally a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so the fact that I reference Ed Reed, you guys have to know that I'm being serious when I say this. Taylor Trammell literally flags down everything. They called Ed Reed the center fielder in the NFL because he played free safety. He kind of just sat back there and intercepted a lot of passes in his career. Made a lot of plays defensively that a lot of other safeties didn't make, and he's considered one of the best defensive playmakers ever to play in the NFL. Taylor Trammell is literally that in left field. It's absolutely filthy how much stuff he gets to, how many plays he makes. Looking at his quirks, he has hitting machine, walker, soft hand, speedster, thief, pressure cooker, and unbreakable. He doesn't have the best hitting quirks because he doesn't have the bomber, but he doesn't have the bomber because he doesn't crush left-handed pitching the way he crushes right-handed pitching. He still hits left-handed pitching very well, though, don't get me wrong. He also has the soft hands, which, like I said, allows him to flag down all those balls. Overall, guys, this is one of my favorite cards in the game. Honestly, if it wasn't for the other two guys on the list, he'd probably be number one in the outfield for me, if I'm being honest. It's just there's other cards that are out that are definitely better, but he's my personal favorite no money spent outfielder in the entire game. I absolutely love this card. I highly recommend grinding for him. As well, just grinding the Padres in general. You also get a very good shortstop in the face of the franchise, Fernando Tatis Jr. You guys should go watch some of the top 10 videos for the future stars or the face of the franchise. It'll help you find out some other no money spent guys that maybe aren't on these lists for these top 5 that you could grind. Maybe some guys that are on your home team that you just would love to play with because they're guys you're going to cheer for in the future or guys you're cheering for right now that are like the stars of the team. Just my suggestion, but I would go look at those videos, check out who some of the other players are. Coming in at number 2. The second spot is taken by the Cuban-born Minnie Minoso, 99 overall prime card. He's a primary left fielder. His secondaries are third base, center field, and right field. And this card's just absolutely amazing. Minoso's had a glitchy swing since last year. I think actually since 2018 he's had a pretty glitchy swing. And he's just a really good card. He has diamond hitting, gold defense. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't play him in the outfield. I play him at third base. But he's still a very, very, very good left fielder. I just play him at third base because the rest of my outfield's kind of stacked. I have Mike Trout. Mike Trout's definitely not no money spent. I got lucky and packed him. If not, I'd eventually buy him to get the collection. But Minoso plays third base for me. Looking at his attributes, 114 contact versus righty, 110 contact versus lefty, 80 power versus righty, 73 power versus lefty, 122 vision, which is absolutely ridiculous. When you eventually get a prestige version of this card in the prestige tiers, he has 125 vision. That's max in the game. So this card's definitely nasty. 104 discipline, 116 clutch. You can even bunt the ball if you need him to bunt it. I mean, I wouldn't bunt with him because he mashes. Like, why would you bunt? But hey, if it's up to you and you want to bunt, for whatever reason, the guy's a goofy shift on Minoso, which you shouldn't, bunt the ball. He has 87 fielding, 74 arm strength, 75 arm accuracy, 77 reaction, 87 speed with 81 stealing, 92 base run aggressiveness. In the field for a left fielder, absolutely more than fine. He has the good speed at 87, has decent reaction at 77. He doesn't have the best arm in the world, but he's left field, I mean, you don't need the best arm in the world. Wouldn't really play him at center field or right field, to be honest. You might be able to get away with playing him at center field with that arm strength. You might be able to play him at right field, too. Honestly, you can play him wherever you want. I mean, all 4 of the positions, he's going to be more than above average, and he's going to definitely get you hits with his stick. He is one of the best hitters in the game. I play him at third base like I told you guys, but he's not eligible for corner infielders because his primary is left field. So he's one of the best left fielders in the game still, playing wherever you want of these 4 positions. 100% recommend getting Minoso. He's pretty much a must-have, especially at this point in the game, depending where you are in your XP path. The quirks are hitting machine, 2020 vision, walker, speedster, thief, pressure cooker, unbreakable, and bunt master. He has good quirks. He has great attributes. He's number 2 on the list, the Cuban-born Minnie Minoso. Coming in at number 1. Taking the top spot is Reggie Jackson, the right fielder for the New York Yankees, prime carb. And pretty much the reason he's number 1 instead of Minoso is I just think Reggie Jackson has a better swing. Minoso has a very good swing. I think Reggie Jackson has one of the best swings for lifting the ball and hit out of the ballpark, as well as he has ridiculous power at 100 plus from both sides. He is a left-handed batter, left-handed throwing. Looking at his hitting attributes, as you can already look, they're ridiculous. You can see the yellow kind of flaming up. With 110 contact versus righty, 94 contact versus lefty, with 115 power versus righty and 101 power versus lefty. Absolutely ridiculous power. He has 80 vision, 103 discipline with 120 clutch, which late in games with guys on base running position, 120 clutch, it matters. The PCI grows some. He mashes. This card, hitting-wise, is one of the best cards in the video game right now. His prestige card is even more ridiculous. And I just really like the way he swings. I think a lot of people agree that Reggie Jackson is one of the best hitters in the video game right now, especially left-handed bat. Looking at his fielding, this is kind of where the card lets you down a little bit, but I don't think it's that bad. A lot of people say, oh, I have all these issues with Reggie Jackson. I think a lot of people just take bad angles to the ball. I really think at some point in time I'm going to make some tips videos for hitting and stuff for people that are more average players, because I'm not the best player in the world. I can make World Series, but I'm not like a guy that's in the top 50. I'm going to try to soar into the top 50 at one point in time, maybe play a lot in the middle of the year, back into the year when I get a little bit more free time personally. However, right now, I'm just an above-average guy. I'm just an above-average player, knows a lot about the game. I make really good decisions. That's how I win games. And I think maybe I should make some tips to help with that. I don't think Reggie Jackson's really that bad of a fielder, in my personal opinion. 68 fielding, 80 arm strength, 73 arm accuracy, 67 reaction with 71 speed, 68 stealing, 71 base running aggressiveness. You're probably not going to steal any bags with Reggie Jackson. There's not really a point to. But honestly, with his arm at 80, that's more than enough arm strength to play right field. You could also play him in left field if you want to hide him some in left field, which might be a better option depending on who you have in center field and right field. But his fielding's not that bad, especially if you prestige him, he gets to 70. Either way, I've not seen Reggie Jackson make many errors that some other outfielders don't. Does he not get to some of the balls that maybe some other outfielders would get to? Yeah, he doesn't because he's only 71 speed. But some guys have slower guys in their corner outfielders at 71 speed. So this card to me is number 1. It's the best card that you can get for free in the outfield, 99 overall. Let's look at his quirks. His quirks are hitting machine, bomber, walker, thief, pressure cooker, unbreakable. Not the best quirks, not the biggest set of quirks. However, he does what he needs to do. He's a power hitter. He's a middle of your lineup kind of guy. He can change games with the long ball. And he's more than efficient enough in fielding. Guys, this wraps up the entire series. Let me know what you think in the comments below about the series. What you think about this list. I'd love to hear it. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up so I know I'm doing a good job. Hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I produce videos. If you are enjoying the content and you want to watch me live, I stream on twitch.tv/HopefulChewbacca Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'm going to try to start doing that a lot more, so you should probably follow me on Twitter at Hopeful1137. Also, guys, that's my PSN as well, Hopeful1137. You can add me on there if you want. We can play some friendlies. You can ask me questions, or just like I said, leave comments below. This is the easiest way to ask questions. If you notice on all the videos, I answer everybody's comments if they have a question or if they want to go back and forth about their opinion. Always up to have a good discussion with people. That's part of the reason why I do this. I enjoy making content. I enjoy talking to people that also like the same things that I do. Hey, it's called building a community. Guys, I hope everyone's having a great day and be safe.